Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I don't know why I'm in the Coliseum. I just thought you guys are probably getting bored of me being in the World 1 and 2 lobbies. Anyways, today I wanted to make a video showing off every single new piece of gear from the Hive raid. And as of today, I finally have every single piece of gear and I don't need to borrow stuff anymore. Huge thanks to a lot of the guys over in the Reapers clan for helping me farm and giving me a couple of the pieces I was actually missing. So with that said, I want to hop into the video. So for this, I do kind of want to go in order of rarity, and every single piece of gear I mention in this video does come from the Hive Queen, and some of them are on normal, some of them are on hardcore. I will of course say which when the item comes up. So the first thing I want to show off is the Ascendant Stinger's necklace. Its level requirement is 1100. It gives 175,000 attack, 0 crit, 10 speed, 0 defense, and 37,500 HP. So it is a very well-rounded necklace. It is the best thing you can use until you get the godly necklace, but I will go into the stats of that item later this video. And yeah, Stinger's Ascendant necklace, if you have it, great, very good, and it isn't too hard to get, so definitely go after this if you're first starting out in Hive. And then the next and the only other rare item that comes from Hive is the ring known as Shackles of the Scorpion. Its level requirement is 1100, 0 attack, 0 crit, 17 speed, 0 defense, and 250,000 HP. So this ring gives monstrous HP. It is the most defensive ring in the entire game, and if you're going to be a support player using Silencer or any other supportive rune you may consider, I highly recommend you use Shackles of the Scorpion. It gives just so much HP. We've never seen a ring give this much HP before. In fact, before this update, the only thing that was giving over 200,000 HP would be the armor of photosynthesis, and now you're getting 250,000 on a ring alone. Now of course this thing gives no offensive stats, so if you're a hitter, do not use this. If you're using this as an offensive player, then you're just doing something wrong. Alright, so I went to another zone because why not? I never realized how blinding this one was. But anyways, the next piece of gear I want to talk about is the Chain of the Lost Hive. Now this also comes from normal mode in Hive. This is a very complicated piece of gear because I'd honestly recommend using Stinger's Ascendant necklace over this because you're getting decent speed, you're not losing any, and you're still getting so much damage. In this you're getting less damage and you're losing speed, but you do get very high HP. But in my opinion, any piece of gear that is cutting your speed isn't very good because speed is one of the most important stats in this game. Speed is what lets you dodge all the incoming enemy attacks, and without good speed you really can't dodge anything. And yeah, you're getting monstrous health, but I do not think that overshadows the -5 speed. So Chain of the Lost Hive in my opinion isn't the best to use. There is better options out there. So next is the Pure Brace of Efficiency, and this is the last item dropped on normal mode. So this is level required 1150. Its attack is 200,000, 0 crit, 5 speed, 0 defense, and 50,000 HP. So this is a very well-rounded ring, except the only problem with it is it gives 0 critical. So its main competitor ring to this is the ring called Life Bloom. Let me find it. There it is. This gives 150,000 attack and 75 crit versus the versus the Pure Brace of Efficiency with 200,000 attack but no crit. So it is hard to decide which of the two is better. Man, this does give a lot more HP, but overall the best ring in the game is still kind of the Tesla ring because it gives 30 speed and then it also gives a lot of critical. So the first piece of armor I want to talk about is the Chestplate of the Devil's Eye. This is the best armor in the game at the moment. Its level requirement is 1200, its attack is 145,000, 0 crit, 6 speed, 25 defense, and 220,000 HP, and it's only dropped on hardcore. The reason why this is the best armor in the game right now is because it gives such great offensive stats while giving such great defensive stats. It's just super duper well rounded, and it blows the armor of photosynthesis out of the water because the armor of photosynthesis barely gives any more HP and it didn't give any attack whatsoever. So yeah, this armor, the Chestplate of Devil's Eye, definitely go after it. It is fantastic, but it is very hard to get, I will be honest. And then the other armor piece that comes from Hive on hardcore is the Garments of the Hardened Nectar. This also requires level 1200. Its attack is 15,000, no crit, 10 speed, 40 defense, and 475,000 HP. So this is the biggest HP amount on any item in the entire game. So the Garments of Hardened Nectar, definitely use this if you are a silencer or a defensive player. Now the armor, the Chestplate of Devil's Eye is better overall, but for certain situations I definitely use the Garments of Hardened Nectar over it, especially if you're a silencer. 40 defense and 475,000 HP is so helpful. That's just so many health points, and it helps you stay alive the entire time, so you can fully boost your hitters and make sure the target is constantly lure jabbed. So yeah, if you're a defensive player, look out for the Garments of Hardened Nectar, and if you're an offensive player, look out for the Chestplate of Devil's Eye. So I hopped over to the Archipelago to show off the last couple of items, and the last 3 are all exotics that can only be dropped on hardcore. So the first one is the best weapon in the game, and that is the Hive Queen's Corrupted Sword. So this is a level 1150 weapon. It gives 1,175,000 damage, and that is just so much better than anything else in the game. There is no competition when it comes to the best weapon. Absolutely go for this, you need it, and there really isn't much else to say. This is the best weapon in the game, there is no debate, and you definitely need to go and grind for it. It just helps your damage so much, and it is really broken, and plus it's massive, it's great. The next Godly I want to talk about is the Locket of the Destroyed World. This is the best necklace in the game right now. And yeah, its level requirement is 1,200. It gives 275,000 attack, 10 crit, 0 speed, 0 defense, and 75,000 HP. This is essentially a buffed Life Bloom in a way, but in the necklace slot. So the reason why this is such a good necklace is if you combo this with the Tesla ring, you're getting a ton of speed and you're getting a ton of crit. So you're getting 125 crit and 30 speed on the Tesla ring, which makes up for all the missed crit and speed on the Locket of the Destroyed World. But since the Locket gives so much attack, you're making up for all the missed attack on the Tesla ring, and same with all the HP, you're making up for it with the Locket of the Destroyed World. So that is why it is so good, because you can combo it with the Tesla ring and it just becomes a thing of beauty. And the last Godly from Hive is the Acidic Ring. So this gives 145,600 attack, 10 crit, 10 speed, 0 defense, and 195,500 HP. Is this a good ring? Absolutely. This ring gives monstrous stats, very, very, very well rounded, except you don't get enough critical from the Acidic Ring and the Locket of Destroyed World together to crit everything you do. So that is why you have to use the Tesla Ring and why you don't see many people use the Acidic Ring. But if you get the Acidic Ring before you get a Locket of Destroyed World, it becomes extremely useful. It is still a very good item in the game. It just simply doesn't give you enough critical to be used over the Locket of Destroyed World, because the Locket is just a little bit better overall, but this still gives a great amount of HP. And yeah, that is all the new items that drop in Hive. Let me know down below what other videos you want to see from your boy soon. Now that I have all the gear in the game and I max stats and all that, I can make a lot of fun videos and do a lot more challenges in Hive, and maybe even do some more streams or do stuff carrying you. Thanks for watching, and let me know down below what else you want to see me do. Bye.